Hey everyone, hope you're having a great week so far. I was kind of scrolling through YouTube the other day and I saw the wonderful coronation, so I figured I'd provide a little input on that. So let's go over here. Honestly, I had to look it up to figure out exactly what the coronation was, and this is one of the first things I found. Look at this, right? And then I guess we should go back to the actual definition. Let's see if it goes into what is a coronation. Here we go. Formal investiture of the monarch with their regal powers. Ooh, fancy. Grand celebratory event in which the monarch is presented with royal ceremonial objects such as the crown jewels. Very nice. Where the crown is physically placed on the sovereign's head in front of many thousands of very important guests. Very important. I mean, look at this picture. How could they not be important? Look at these fancy outfits and these cool hats they got on. Long, just regal outfits just dragging on the ground. It's awesome. Look at this. Everyone's very rich, it looks like. Very fancy, beautiful building. Everyone seems very self-important. They think very highly of themselves. Probably gigantic egos. Lots of pride. I can only imagine. And I've stated before how God feels about that, about pride and arrogance and self-importance and things like that. So, just a warning. But yeah, look at this. Look at this. So this is what a coronation is. You see this person here sitting on their ass while everyone stares at them. Big fancy gold crown on the head there. Very nice. Look at these people. Lots of money. Everyone having a good time. A lot of pageantry. Lots of pageantry. So let's scroll down. Coronation monarchs placed. King Charles III. Congrats on the coronation. Man, I'm not gonna read all that, but yeah, look at the picture. So I've already mentioned how God feels about pride and arrogance and conceitedness and things like that. So, I don't know these people personally, especially the ones in the picture, but I can look at it and figure the picture out pretty quickly. Look at this poor horse. All right, so let's go over and take a look at it. There we go. Let me start it up here. This is just the highlights. I'm not going to put you through all of it. I couldn't sit through hours of this either. Here we go. These horses have blue hair. Interesting. Just right off the bat, look at this. You got all these people sitting out here with flags. You got the roads blocked off. It's very fancy, very prestigious. Got some kind of carriage, some kind of fairy tale it looks like, covered in gold. Here's a tip. God doesn't like gold. Doesn't like anything showy like that at all. So if you're rolling around in a carriage full of gold, it's not good. It's not a good look. Well, let's go ahead and play it on. Let's see. There's Prince Harry. Okay. Looks like everyone's dressed up here. All right. Oh, there he goes. There's the king. And I don't want to be rude. I know we have strategic agreements, with the UK, so not trying to ruffle any feathers. It really wouldn't matter if it's King Charles or King anybody. It doesn't matter. I'm sure the procedure looks something like this. See this carriage? Look at all this gold. Look at all this gold. Look at this beautiful outfit he's got on. Everyone's dressed up, real fancy. Lots of engraving there. It's very nice. Very, very impressive. Let's go. Here we go. All right. Got the horses with the blue hair again. Whatever that is. Very official. Nice. Look at these outfits. Look at this. Very regal. Very important. Nice building. Okay, everyone's dressed up, looking fancy. Very nice. Okay, got some religious folks in the house. Good to see. Priest, I'm not sure the exact title. And look at those beautiful robes they have on. Which is funny, they're trying to mimic Jesus, right? Trying to be like Jesus as much as you can be. I don't think Jesus had a lot of fancy clothes like that. Probably had just, rough robes, whatever. Some old school flip-flops on, some sandals. I don't think he would have been dressed up like this. Just saying. Okay, here we go. Now look at this, right? And then come over here. I did a little word search here on the concordance for greed. You can see that shows up like 13 times in the New International Version, right? I was enraged by their sinful greed. I punished them and hid my face in anger, yet they kept on their willful ways. I'm not going to read all these to you. You can go to it. You can see it's blueletterbible.org. If you want to check it out, 13 times they talk about greed. Oh, let's see. Humble, 43 times in 42 verses. Right? Humble, greed. What do we got here? Humility, 14 times. Nice. Pride, 67 times talking about pride. Not fond of that one at all. Pride. I will break down your stubborn pride and make the sky above you like iron and the ground beneath you like bronze. Lots of things in there, lots of verses talking about pride. Feel free to go read those at your leisure. But you tie that back, right? Pride, humility, humble, and greed. And then we're going to go back to this picture. Look at this. These are religious figures here, trying to emulate Jesus, trying to live like Jesus lived. You think Jesus would have had those gold robes on? Look at this. Beautiful gold robes. Look at this outfit. What is this? It's probably some kind of animal product, I'm sure. Covered in gold. Look at this. God is not about your wealth at all. If anything, it's going to make it more difficult for you because your pride and your ego are going to get out of control. So, fair warning, but let's keep watching. Oh boy. Okay. So look at this picture. You see it? You need to get with your seamstress because that outfit is ridiculous. You're so important that you have to have a train or trail, whatever you call that. It has to be that long that you have to have 4 young boys to grab it so it doesn't touch the ground. So your garments can't be soiled while you walk around. Why don't you just make an outfit that fits? Instead of making this gigantic trail that you have to have 4 kids hold on to so it doesn't touch the ground. You're so important, you need 4 extra people to hold your outfit? Why don't you just make an outfit fit, right? Make it the correct size. That's going to feed your pride and your ego right there. The fact that you need 4 people in nice red outfits to carry the trail of your robe, if that's what that is ridiculous. I don't think Jesus would have been caught dead walking around like this or acting like this. Let's keep it moving. And you notice these priests that are next to him. Sorry, don't know your exact title. They're basically agreeing to this treatment because they're walking right next to him. So they're condoning this. They're supposed to be following Jesus, who was all about humility, the loss of pride, the loss of ego. I'm not seeing that in this picture. Let's keep moving.
I here present unto you King Charles.
I'm not going to talk about that outfit, but it's definitely showy.
Your undoubted king. Wherefore, all you who are come this day to do your homage and service, are you willing to do the same? God save King Charles.
And everyone says that. God save King Charles. You need God to save all of you. It's not just King Charles. And like I said, money's going to make that harder to do because you're going to get prideful, you're going to get arrogant, conceited, pretentious. It's going to make it more difficult. See, the meek shall inherit the earth. Look around. It's not about the money. It never was. We just think that. Humans, we think that. Let's keep moving.
Are you willing to take the oath?
I am willing.
Will you solemnly promise?
So here he is, swearing on the Holy Bible, which I'm sure they focus on the New Testament mostly. Jesus, right? Someone extremely humble. Look at this entire coronation, the entire process. There's no humility in it at all. There's nothing humble about it. It's not even necessary. You need to be very careful about having kings. That hasn't worked out so well in our past.
And swear to govern the peoples of the United Kingdom.
Look at all this gold. Look in the background. Look at this. I guess they don't have any homeless people in London. Everything must be good to go. You're going to sit around. What does this cost? All of this gold, this wealth, and luxuries. Look at these garments. Gold, linens. Extremely fancy.
Of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, your other realms and the territories to any of them
Other
belonging
realms.
or pertaining, according to their respective laws and customs.
I solemnly promise so to do.
Okay, there's the cross that Jesus was crucified on, right? Very humble person.
God of compassion and mercy,
God of compassion and mercy. When warranted, yes.
whose Son was sent not to be served but to serve,
Whose Son was sent not to be served, but to serve. So what about this entire coronation is supposed to mimic Jesus? Where you're supposed to serve and not be served. I haven't seen anything in this coronation about serving. It's basically about sitting around and watching a bunch of very important people stare at you while you get this gigantic gold hat stuffed on your head. Let's keep moving. There we go. The goal is to serve, not to be served. But yet you've got this gigantic, rich, gaudy looking hat that they're about to stick on his head. And what is this staff? Scepter. I guess that's a scepter with a little bird on top. Once again, it's gold, right? So much for humility. Wow. And here's this priest, whatever his title is, I'm not sure. Right. Sitting there with the Bible. Pretty sure he's read the New Testament, knows it a lot better than I do. Could probably quote all the scripture to you. But at the end of the day, who's living a humble life? Look at this. You're trying to mimic Jesus by doing this? Jesus would never have a hat like that. He had a hat. It was full of thorns. Right? Didn't get this beautiful crown. Yeah, make sure it's on there right. Looks pretty heavy. Be careful. Oh, hold on. It was 2 scepters. Is that 2? Look at this. I don't know what this is. A staff, a scepter. I'm not sure. It looks like Harry Potter here. If Harry Potter was like loaded rich, which I'm pretty sure in real life he is, I guess it would look like this. 2 big gold staffs and a gigantic gold hat, a crown with a beautiful gold sachet robe, whatever that is, on this gigantic, majestic chair. This screams humility. Screams it. Let's keep it moving.
I, William, Prince of Wales, pledge my loyalty to you, and faith and truth I will bear unto you.
Look at these outfits.
As your liege man of life and limb, so help me God.
You're so important, you got a guy that literally just takes away your footstool? That's like part of the procedure? Moving the footstool? I'm pretty sure Jesus would throw over some tables and walk up out of here real quick. At least her hat isn't gold. Crown, whatever. What is that, silver? I'm sure it's still expensive, but looks a little bit more humble. Interesting, because she's the female. She gets the hat that looks a little cheaper. But, like I said, as far as humility goes, it's a step in the right direction. Oh, very nice outfits. Look at this. Only the best of the best get to go to this. If you get invited to this thing, I guarantee you are very important. Extremely important. What is this? So he's got the little Harry Potter wand. I don't know what that little gold nesting doll, I don't know what that is. It's got a cross on there. Very humble. I'm sure Jesus would approve. Gigantic, luxurious hat. People in beautiful little red outfits, probably carrying his outfit, which doesn't fit. If anyone even offered to do this for me, I would flat out refuse. I would feel like a clown doing this. Like I'm wasting all these people's time. They got up early, they took flights out here, they got all dressed up nice and fancy to walk around here and watch me put this stupid luxurious hat on and these Harry Potter wands and this whatever this is, this little golden globe. Wow. And you've got men of the cloth right next to him, covered in gold. Oh, it looks like he's smirking, though he's having a good time. Yep, enjoying himself. I can't get over this carriage. You need a gold carriage? That's like in the White House. I've heard they might have like gold toilet seats. It's probably just an old wives' tale or whatever. Sorry about the term. But this is ridiculous. This is like some kind of fairy tale. You got a gold carriage. Why would you ever need that? What kind of message are you trying to send? Moving along. Look at all this gold. What are you trying to say there? Like, God loves you, so he gave you money? I don't get it. All that gold. Pride, humility, arrogance, conceitedness, pretentious. Look at this carriage. I can't get over this thing. Wow. Fly over. Those are the working stiffs up there flying over. Thank you for your service, by the way. Alright, so that's the end of that video. But like I said, alright, we go back. Let's see if I can get a nice little clip here we can talk about. Where's gold carriage? I like that one. No, let's go back. I want to get the one with the where is it? I like the one where they got the little kids carrying his little trail, whatever that thing was.
Do the same.
Nope,
Wherefore,
not that. Nope.
Here
we go. Okay. So look at this picture, right? Look at it. And then we're going to go back here. Make sure you do a search for greed. Make sure you search for humble. Humility. Pride. And then look at this picture. You're swearing on a Bible, right? I'm sure the main part you're concerned with there is probably the New Testament. Old Testament also, but New Testament mainly, right? Jesus. One of the most humble people that ever lived. And you're swearing on a Bible wearing that outfit? This whole procession, this is... And like I said, it's nothing to do with King Charles. Don't know him, and it wouldn't matter. You could put anybody... I'd be talking the same way. I don't care who you put in this outfit to go through this procedure. I'd be talking the same way. Pretentious, yeah, there we go. Ooh, look at that. So yeah, I just wanted to give my input there on the coronation. This picture pretty much says it all. I could have literally just gone with this picture and just done it on this, but I figured the video might help, because you can actually see it in live action. But yeah. I don't understand why you would ever need this kind of adoration as a human, but I guess people like it, and I guess it's the culture and what you're used to, but I assure you, you're not scoring any points in heaven with this one. You need to be humble, you know, show humility, lose your pride, lose your ego. These types of events, they won't help that. But that's it. So I hope you have a great rest of the week. And like I said, nothing against the UK or anything. I know we have strategic agreements with them. You could put anybody in that outfit. It wouldn't matter, you know, which country they're from. I talk the same way. It's very ostentatious. So that's my input. Have a great week.